Hello, this is LOL with G-dinkas Management. I'm here with Mark Diaz of Markosa Studio. We just finished our newest 2018 album, and just wanted to ask him about the experience. How has it been working on that particular album with G-dinkas?
Oh, it's been amazing. I've watched the group evolve tremendously, and it's always in an upward trajectory. It's been a pleasure. Dude's amazing, and the completion of a project like this is a very special thing. I always liken it to having a child. When you make a work of art like this, it's like a child, because you put it out into the world and you never know what that child's going to do. It may do wonderful things, it may do nothing, but you love it anyway because it's your child.
That's awesome. You know how they say, you could have 4 or 5 kids, and in this case, there's plenty of songs that you worked on with Gdinkas. Out of the album, which ones stand out to you and why?
Oh,
Kind of like your favorite child that you don't actually say this is my favorite, because all your favorites, right?
right. Well, it's hard for me to call the names because they aren't in English, and I don't speak Dinka. So there's a couple of 2 or 3 reggae joints on there that are, for the fact that they're reggae cuts, I really enjoy them. We Are One People is an anthem in itself, and it speaks not only to the people of Sudan, but to the people of the world. So that's a really beautiful thing. So those are my favorites.
Oh, okay. That's awesome. So as far as One People, and you mentioned that it speaks about South Sudan. Have you learned a bit more about South Sudan that you haven't in the years that you've worked with Gdinkas?
Yeah, absolutely, positively, on a personal level. Yeah, and it makes it real. It makes it real because I knew when I met these lost boys, I knew what had happened in Sudan, and I knew that they were refugees, and I knew they were taken into America, and some were placed here in the Midwest, and some in Canada, and I knew the vague details of the story, but when you meet someone and really find out their story, it changes everything. It's becomes real and personal, and yeah, I've learned a tremendous amount about the pain of this world.
What can you tell us about Gdinkas? Like something that you're impressed with, or something about the group that stood out to you? What can you tell us about their personalities, or Dude's personality, working with him during this album?
I can tell you that I don't believe I'd be able personally to do what they've done, to be shuffled around the world like they were, and come still following their dreams through the amazing difficulties of just being an immigrant in America. It's overwhelming. That's an overwhelming thing right there. Just to survive is an overwhelming thing. But then they went and they said, we've been given a second chance to do what we want to do, and to follow a dream, and so they did that. And I don't know, it speaks to the indomitable spirit of human beings, really, to be transported to 3 different countries, 4 different countries in that short amount of time, and still follow your dream, and make art, and they're making the art not as a way to become rich or for their own personal gain. They're making the art for the betterment of their own people in Sudan, and hoping that it reverberates out, as it always does. Good reverberates outward throughout the world. And it's beautiful.
As you mentioned, that Gdinkas have been through a lot of challenges, and working through those challenges, and also following their dreams. What message would you give to Dominic in regards to music? Like something that you would like for him to know, or to hear, or an advice, or just any words that you may have.
Well, I profoundly believe that all human beings are vibrational. The core of what we are is vibrations. Atoms vibrate. We aren't a rock. We aren't even a rock vibrates still. We're constantly vibrating. They're vibrating in a peaceful way that is, it's an effort to uplift. And I think when you do that, nothing will hold you down in life. Nowhere, nothing, no thing, no place, no circumstance will hold you down. So my message is persevere. They always have persevered. So that probably won't change. But yeah, follow your dream, follow your heart, follow your vibration, lift the planet. We need it. The planet needs lifting up.